Okay, so moving along into SVG files or scalable vector graphic files. And our next project, if you've taken a look at the assignments, we now have to create a logo based on a company that you will come up with, right? So this can be any company that provides any real world service or product. And you have to design a logo slash design for this company. And you have a lot of creative freedom here, but you do have some parameters. So the logo has to be no more than 4 colors, and black is included in that. So you could have a black logo with 3 colors, right? Because black would count as one. And keep in mind the colors that you use. We've gone over color harmonies and things like this. So there should be some process and reason behind colors that you choose, should you choose to have colors. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how we would go about creating this. So it's going to be a vector-based graphic, so we want to make sure that we're using shapes and paths in our pen tool. And I'm just going to very quickly bust one of these out, and then you can kind of see how I would go about making it a scalable vector graphic file. So I'm going to just fast forward through here while I do this, but I'll just very quickly just kind of make up this fake robotics company. Okay, so we have our fake robotics company here, and this is just a little quirky little design that I just came up with here for the company. So notice I was using the shape tool here, and I had everything, I was just kind of did this very quickly, and I just made this out of rough shapes and whatnot. But I didn't, take a look here. I mean, all of these are just basically new layers for everything. So what I would have you do is group all of this. Maybe I'll just group all of this into I'll just put the logo. And then I have my text here as well. And keep in mind, you do have to create a version of this on a white background and a version of this on a black background. So you would just inverse the black here, and the color could stay the same. So if I put a black background down, then I would change all of these black elements to white and change the text to white, and then the eyes I would just leave blue here. So here's everything into one group. And then what we're going to do here is, actually, I'm going to put the text in there as well too. Okay. So I have everything inside this group right here. So the part about getting this to an SVG file is really quite simple. So with our group selected here, you would just right click. Oh, excuse me. You would just right click here, and then we're going to go to export as. Okay, this will bring up a different window here. And right here in the format, we're going to click this drop-down menu, and we're going to come down to SVG. Okay, and that's going to save this. Go ahead and hit Export All and designate your location. So I'll just put robotics, and I'll put white, right? And then we'll save that. And then if I come to here we go, robotics white. Okay, so I have that on my desktop. And that is your SVG file that you are going to use for the rest of this project. So make sure you think carefully, get your colors right, and think about your backgrounds, and you'll have to create a version of this on white and then a version of this on black. And again, I did this pretty quickly here. I mean, your design, can be as intricate or as in-depth as you'd like it to be, but take your time with it, and it does have to include both the logo design and text as well. Okay,